So I thought I'd show you how I use my iPad to find the centre line to a countered pattern. Now I can't show you on Frosty Snowman what I'm going to be stitching because it's a copyrighted pattern. Now this is a free to download pattern with the pumpkins on, so this is the example I'm going to show you. So first of all we select this symbol and then use the pen symbol at the top there. We select, we're going to use a pen, we're going to use a red colour, we want the ruler, and we can move the ruler around. So I'm just going to line it up with where that marker is, but I haven't got a top marker, but it's actually, that's the line that I'm wanting. Then we just mark up and down and it instantly snaps to the ruler. You can take your pen anywhere, but it's only going to mark in that straight line. Then we spin the ruler around and we look for the horizontal line this way, which is there. And again, we just get our pen, need to mark it actually, and again just roughly draw across. You can move your pen anywhere, it's not going to mark it. That's put that line on. Even if you accidentally mark it like that, you can just undo and it disappears. Turn our ruler off. And there we have the centre line of that pattern. So we click done and we can see straight away where the centre point is. So I hope that helps you. This is the pattern that I'm going to be using, and I've already been through it and I've highlighted in yellow one particular symbol that appears around the pattern, and that's the stitch I'm going to be starting first. Now when I've done the cross stitch, then I will be choosing another colour, and then when I've done the stitch I'm just going to be marking it like that to indicate that I've done it. The circles indicate beads, and then the next one that I'll pick another symbol out, but just on this little example here is the up arrow. So I select the highlight and I'm going to highlight blue, and then I'm just going to go into that square, and then I'll be going through all of my pattern and be colouring in the arrows. So it's like I'm making my own pre-stamped cross stitch really. I like to see colours, so straight away you can see that this is going to be two different colours going onto that kit, and then again when I've stitched, then I can just put an X through. You can change your colour if you want, but then you know you've done that square. So I hope you find that an easy way as well. Finally, we're ready to start stitching, and all the prep work's done now. I've checked on here and I'm doing the tilde symbol. That's white. I've got it as number 10, and we need 3 strands. So even though it is a 14 count on perforated paper, we do need to use more thread, maybe because the holes are bigger. So this is the wrong side, and I'm just putting my needle in so I can see where the centre is on the right side. My pattern, let me have a look. So I need to do, I'm going to stitch in the top left quadrant. So I'm going to move 1 circle over, and that's, I need to do 2 crosses there. So this is where I'm going to be starting. So I'll leave a bit of a tail so that I can fasten it in. Oops. Yep, the holes are that big, your needle falls straight back out. Now I have seen some magnetic frames on Etsy, and they're a nice wooden frame, and then this sits in, and it stops the edges catching, or your thread catching on the edges, because the wooden frames are a smoother finish. So if I'm finding I'm having problems and the thread's always catching, then I'll be ordering one. So I need to do another X on this side. Let's have a look what my thread's doing. I'll just pull it through, try and catch it in like that. Look on that side where my thread is. I might just push it back over that way, try and catch it in as many times as possible. And pull it again. It seems fastened. And that's my first 2 stitches. Then what does my pattern say? So I've got 2 stitches, and then I can, so this is the top left side, and that's where the line will be going across there and the line going down there. So I might just do the 4 underneath. So again, it's one to make the 4 stitches. It's 2 directly underneath and then another 1 on each side. So I will do these ones, and this is the top row of the bottom left quadrant. Seems to be stitching nicely. Just see what my back's doing. So I might just catch some of these threads in by making sure they fall inside the loop. That's it. Might be an idea as well, maybe on some patterns you might not know when you're initially starting which is the top and the bottom, so maybe on the back side put a letter T for top. I don't know, but I think at the minute I've got an idea where I am on the pattern. I should be okay. And that's the second row. Then it's one stitch. If you hear a little clicking noise, it's just the boiler for the heating, because the house is so quiet. Disney's asleep. And then one more down. And then it's 2 stitches over. Oops. And then what's happening is, just move that thread out of the way a minute. We're going to be leaving a gap. That's where the symbol is for a bead. So basically I'm just building the white stitches and leaving a gap in the center, and that's going to be where a bead goes. So 2, 4, so I need to do 6 crosses. Oh, what's happened here? Oh dear, I thought it was going well. Just keep that string out of the way at the back. I'll catch it in a bit. So 2, 4, 5. And 6. So that's my 6 going along the bottom, and then I've got 2 coming back. So let's see if I can secure this in again. Just push it through the loop. And it's sort of sewing it into the back, so it's not going to go anywhere. And then when you've secured it so many times, you can cut it down. So I've got to do 2 back this way. And that's the first bit done, and then that's the gap where the bead's gonna fit. So I hope you've liked this little video, and I'll do a bit more, and then I'll show you my progress and how it's going. So enjoy the rest of your day, everyone. I hope you're stitching on something that you enjoy stitching on. And this is what I'm going to be working on. So take care for now. Bye.